doing? So I recorded two videos this morning, and basically this morning the Lord was highlighting to me early this morning around like 4ish, 5ish a.m. He was showing me um family abuse. Okay, abuse being done in the family, in the bloodline, and a form of the abuse is also witchcraft. And I tell you guys all the time, myself and many others on this channel, we can attest to being in a situation where we were afflicted with witchcraft. And many of us our whole lives, like not our whole life but majority of our life, and then some people, they just found out that it's just recently being done to them, etc. A lot of the reason for this is because there's a lot of breaking generational curses, and there's specific ancient spirits that are lingering in the bloodline that do not want to leave. Okay, and you saying yes to God, you're breaking a demonic covenant that has been passed down for centuries. Okay, and in order for you know the bloodline covenant to still continue, Satan has to use somebody within the bloodline. So for some of you guys, it may be like your cousin that may have been afflicting you. It may have been a grandmother, grandfather. It may have been a mom, a dad. It may have been a brother, sister, somebody within the blood that was afflicting you. And that's who Satan has to use to try to continue the bloodline covenant. Okay, he has to use someone that's within the bloodline, right? And similar to how Joseph went through betrayals from his brothers, and Joseph ended up helping a king in the end, right? But his brothers were trying to prevent Joseph from getting to his destiny. It's similar to how many of you guys were going through the same thing, where there's certain family members that were trying to block you, hinder you, whether it be through word curses, slander, or whether it even be through like black magic, like voodoo, obia, and all that stuff, right? A lot of you guys have been fighting through this for a very long time. Well, the Lord brought this to my attention because the Lord brought me to an example of Moses. Remember, Pharaoh's family adopted Moses, right? So Moses was within Pharaoh's family, but Moses was not blood, like he was not related to them. Moses was actually an Israelite, right? And God allowed that to happen because there was a purpose that Moses had, being within Pharaoh's family, because he was going to be the one that's going to help lead the Israelites out of Egypt. So you see how there was a purpose that was already formed from the very beginning, and Moses being in that family was to help fulfill God's will, right? So remember how God was warning Pharaoh to let the Israelites go, and the Lord, allowed so much to happen to the land because Pharaoh was being disobedient and he would not let the Israelites go. There was a lot of pride, there was a lot of ignorance, there was a lot of control, and Pharaoh has a narcissistic spirit. Okay, so similar to how Pharaoh was stubborn, for some of you guys, there was people in your family who are very stubborn and would not leave you alone, would not let you go on to fulfill the will of God. It's like no matter what, they tried putting hindrance and blockages in your way. For some of you guys, they may have even tried to kill you and take you out, right? And this is not something that is easily explainable to people on the outside who don't understand spiritual warfare. They're going to look at like, okay, you're mentally ill, you're crazy, you're this, you're that. And some of you guys may have even had like other family members siding with these people, or friends siding with these people, or even like doctors and nurses siding with these people, right? Not understanding the details behind what's really going on. But of course, you being a chosen vessel, a child of God, God is going to reveal to you the secrets that has been in the bloodline for a very long time, right? So it's going to be hard for you to reveal this type of stuff to people who do not have the spiritual gifts, the spiritual eyes that you have to see in the spirit, to understand the type of spirits that are within the bloodline. A lot of people as well, they know, but the problem is that they're in denial. Imagine like let's really think about it, like who really wants to accept the fact that there's a demonic covenant going on in the bloodline. Who wants to accept the fact that there's an ancient spirit that's controlling people? But you will know, and people in the family know, because there's cycles, patterns that people are repeating in the bloodline. You're noticing like certain family members are repeating a specific cycle, and then certain others are repeating a different cycle, but the cycles are not positive, right? And then you'll notice that the one that is breaking the generational curse is usually the one that's mistreated, is usually the black sheep, the one that people blame things on, like the scapegoat, the one that's always attacked, the one that's always being gossiped about, lied on, the one that's being looked at as the horrible villain, right? And then when you finally make it out, like Joseph made it out his bloodline, you finally make it out and you try to say something about what's going on, a lot of the times people will ignore you because they already have this perception of you, right? So this perception was being brewed and built up for years from Satan in order to shut you up, in order to prevent you from speaking the truth. So when you finally have the courage to walk in your calling and to be obedient to God and to speak up, no one would believe you. That's what Satan was planning from the very beginning. Hence why he used these devices to lie, used these devices to plant seeds and water these seeds so people can see the tree that they have planted and think that that tree is the actual fruit when it's really not. Do you get it? So the point of me saying this is, for those of you guys that were dealing with this, God has warned some of the people in your bloodline to leave you alone. And because of this, their golden child or their golden person, you know how everybody in the family has a favorite person that they love so much, and no matter how evil they are, um, they will not want anything to happen to this person, right? God has warned them and they have not been listening. And the Lord revealed to me that the witchcraft that they have been sending to afflict you, them trying to mess with your finances, them trying to mess with you mentally, them trying to get you addicted to drugs or addicted to alcohol or addicted to anything, them trying to get you in and out the psych ward. The Lord was showing me that every type of affliction they have been trying to implement on you, it's affecting that golden person that they truly love, whether it be a favorite cousin, a favorite aunt, a favorite uncle, or a golden child. If you're dealing with something pertaining to like you being a scapegoat and then there's a golden child, right? So it's affecting the person that they truly love. And the Lord showed me in the spirit that this is actually how they're going to stop afflicting you with the black magic, is they realize that the witchcraft they're doing to you is affecting the person that they truly love, and they don't want nothing to happen to this person they truly love. So because they don't want nothing to happen to this person they truly love, that's what's going to make them stop, because they're noticing every time they attack you, that person they love gets sick, or that person they love is acting up. Everything they try to do you, it affects that golden child or that golden person in the bloodline. Okay. And I saw in the spirit deliverance going on, as in they have to now get this person help and get this person deliverance, and they're going to go and seek out counsel from pastors, apostles, to try to help get this person delivered, because the spirits they were trying to send you to hurt you, to kill you, these spirits are affecting this golden child or this golden person. Okay. So the beauty of it is, the beautiful thing about this is somebody is going to be saved and delivered, which is the golden person, the golden child is going to be saved and delivered. But the person that is afflicting you, right, is also going to have to repent, which also means they're going to have to come clean, or they're going to have to stop doing what they're doing, because every time they do it to you, that golden person or that golden child is affected. It doesn't affect you, it's affecting them. They're noticing now that it's boomeranging on the person they actually love. Okay, so that's what's going to get them to stop. Okay, so I just want to give this confirmation to many of you guys, and this word is where I originally got the other videos from that I just posted, little short videos. I wanted to like give you guys something really quickly before I put the actual full word out. But yeah, I want to confirm this to you. Everything that they're doing to you, the specific narcissist, the pharaoh, it's affecting their golden child or their golden person. Okay, and that's how they're gonna stop. Okay, I love you guys. I'll talk to you